They on that bullshit, man. They on that bullshit for real. So let me give you a couple of my recent experiences to prove my point. So there was a ad in Craigslist in Detroit for, security at the weed spot. Well, medical marijuana is legal in Michigan. No big deal. So, okay, so they advertised the position at $15 an hour. So the guy just says, come on and gives me an address. Lo and behold, this is a place I've been before, right? And they didn't want to do me right then, so I just kind of bounced in, right? Yeah, well, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. So here's what happens. Come on in, let's have a seat, man. You got all this experience, and I know you from YouTube and all these other things. This is an Arabic guy, right? And he doesn't want it, want my time like the last person, but they want me to work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Not 7 days a week, just merely 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. Sunday the only day you're gonna get off. What the fuck, right? I don't really want to do it. I want to do 5 days, 12 hours, 60 hours. I feel like, that's a fuck enough, right? But I do need some money, so, maybe I do this. But hold on. No, they don't want to pay you $15 an hour. This motherfucker want to pay you $100 a day. He wants 12 hours a day, 6 days a week for $600 motherfucking dollars. That's that bullshit. He on that bullshit. So we maybe it's something with the Arabic community. They want to barter whatever the fuck. So the $15 an hour on Craigslist is saying what they was willing to pay to get you in. So it's like the bait and switch and shit. So then he up it to $700, which is like $9.72 a motherfucking hour or some shit like that. Yeah, because at $10 an hour it'd be $7.20. And I won't take it. I need the money and I still won't take it because that's some bullshit. So I say, listen, I'll do it for $11 an hour. I don't know if I can do it for $11 an hour. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, you talk about $15 an hour, which really what I should be getting anyway, and then at least, really, and then with the bait and switch, now you don't even want to pay me, and you're telling me I'm worth all these things, and that you appreciate what I done, but then you don't want to pay me. That's that bullshit. So what else I experienced? Oh, so I got this gig doing auto parts, using my Mini to deliver auto parts. I don't know if I'm going to get a permanent job doing it. He hired me for the day. They want me to go 46 minutes away. So you're going to put 150 to 200 miles a day on your vehicle. So, and I just want you to wait for it. I want you to wait for it. $100 a day. And basically, they want you to live off the maintenance of your vehicle, because at 30 cents a mile, and with fuel prices the way they are now, 30 cents a mile is all right. That's about $60 a day that you need to set aside just for maintenance. That leaves $40. You're going to spend about 20 of that in fuel, and that leaves you $20. So you work, and it's 9 hours. It's not 8 hours, it's 9 hours. So you work 9 hours for $20 because the vehicle's got to get paid. The vehicle's got to get paid. And everybody thinks about fuel costs, but when it comes to courier work and using the vehicle, the biggest costs are maintenance. And never mind the brakes, because sometimes you could change, if you got the tools, you could change the brakes yourself. But you have to look out for the big ticket items. So when my clutch needs to be changed, that's $1,600. But more importantly, if something happens to the engine and the supercharger, and really if you change the engine, you rebuild the engine, you need to get a supercharger, we're talking $10,000. That's what it cost me in 2013 to put a new rebuilt engine and supercharger in that car. It cost me $10,000. You're making $2,000 a week, and I mean a month, not a week. And the job just ain't worth it. In the short term, I'd do it because, fuck the weed dude, man, because you don't want to pay shit and want to take up all your time. This, you're going to burn your vehicle out, so you can only do it for a short period of time. Now, I also got a gig, watching ATM techs while they fix the machines. And, that pays all right. It pays all right. Uh, the only problem is it's on call, as needed, if needed. As needed, if needed, It's a guaranteed minimum 2 hours once you're on your way. So, but that's neither here nor there, you know. So I'm just trying to get some things done. But yeah, a lot of people are out here on that bullshit. They want you to be on the grind. They want you to get out here. They get these contracts. They don't want to do it themselves. They want to subcontract you, and then they want to burn your vehicle up. When you're doing this kind, well, I tell you right now, unless you own a tractor trailer, and you're doing some kind of courier work, and I hate to break it down like this, but you basically a hoe. Maybe for every job you a hoe, but this one you really a hoe. Cause bitch, get out there and get my money. And then, when your vehicle don't work because they didn't pay you enough money to maintain your vehicle and keep your shit going, that bitch get kicked to the curb and they get another hole in he get another hole in his place, and they just keep cycling them, which is really no way to fucking do business. And then the Arabic guy, he just on that bullshit with the bait and switch and don't want to pay you, man. Fuck them, for real, for real. Unless he's gonna give me like the $800 I want, I ain't gonna fucking do it. I don't give two shits about none of it. I ain't gonna fucking do it. I don't fucking care. I just gotta find some other thing. So, we'll see. My man, got some gigs going on in the middle of March. That will pay pretty well, but it's only like a 2.5 week thing, and then that's done. But I'll get paid for that 2.5 weeks. I'll get paid pretty well, so that'll be all right. And pretty much, that's all I got to say about people being on that bullshit. Cause some of these employers out here, they on that bullshit for real.